Morning everybody. Welcome finally to our morning safari. We apologize for starting a bit late this morning. We are having some massive issues with signal this morning. A bit of breakup.
Good morning, dishes.
And working. Yeah, so we are working on it. We're trying our best to get it all going, and we'll keep at it. Who have we got with us? Michael, Willow, Mary, Liz, Becky, Carol, good morning. Everybody, so nice to have you with us. Hope I haven't missed anybody. Oh wow, sunrise just coming over the horizon at the moment. I've got Andrew with me on camera this morning, everybody, and him and I were both very excited because we had very fresh male leopard tracks coming straight to the fence here, which is the reason we're on the fence, or part of the reason why we're on the southern fence this morning. I really thought we were gonna get a glimpse of the ghost, but I think the ghost has done what he does best and just literally disappeared. Now, I was just saying to Andrew, I think that you probably find his territory runs into the Game Reserve, into the BCC. So he's probably got a spot somewhere here along the fence, I presume back near the riverbed that feeds into Mamba Dam. I reckon that's where he's made his escape. Gone looking for girls on the other side of the fence. Look at that. My goodness. So pretty. Once again, apologies for the sniffling and coughing. This flu has got a tight grip. Whiskey is not helping. Tried that many times. Hasn't helped much. But we keep going, you know. We keep going. Right, now, the other reason why we're on the southern fence this morning is Andrew found the two young male cheetah here yesterday, a little bit further along, and there are certainly tracks now on the road tracks do go both directions. So we're just going to check a little bit further along here and see if we don't get lucky with the cheetah boys. Also some rhino tracks, which must have been from last night, my guess, just before sunset. Also up and down the fence here, a big white rhino bull. But sadly those male leopard tracks have dried up, they've disappeared. It's amazing because we had the tracks coming along the road all the way to the fence, and yeah, just at the fence he must have taken a different direction. Not sure where he's gone to. We'll catch him one day. Still got tracks of the cheetah and the rhino continuing along the road here. Jeez, and I tell you, I have no luck with this brown hyena along this fence line. It's amazing. Still haven't seen the damn thing down here. Very, very. Michael, great minds think alike. Morning, Stacey. Welcome to Painted Dog TV and another exciting morning safari. Apologies for the signal breakup. We are really struggling this morning. Hopefully you can all see me and hear me. Oh wow. Settle, settle, settle. Look at this. First Namakwa doves of the season. Incredible. Let's see if we can grab them in the shot. Now there's one on this side of the fence here. See if we can get that one. Look at that amazing little dove. Beautiful long tail and black face. These are the first ones I've seen of the season. Certainly one of my favorite doves of all the dove species. I love how they walk, the little waddle that they have. God, that's a pretty bird. Beautiful little orange beak, black face, and that very distinctive, long, extended tail. We've also just spotted a woodpecker here, everybody. You might have heard it tapping on this dry part of the tree up here. Looks like a little cardinal woodpecker. Oh, that's cool, eh? Busy looking for his breakfast. And very busy little bird. Oh, brilliant. I see Carol's made the comment that she spotted a couple of Namakwa doves at the camp cam. That's awesome. So there are some alarm calls that are busy coming from the other side of the fence at the moment. I wonder if that's not that male leopard. Yeah, very likely. Should just bring our side cutters next time and just cut the fence and go through and have a look. 100%. Very nice start. So wonderful to see the Namakwa doves. That beautiful little cardinal woodpecker. These poor little doves just keep flying further up the road and then land, and then we bother them. Ah, there we go. Smart move. I wonder if these cheetah brothers are lying in their favorite on the might be out hunting, although I do believe that the cheetah brothers killed something along the fence line here last night, apparently. Still got tracks here on the road of them. But then looks like their tracks end here, so maybe they've gone up towards Hoofpad, the main road here that gives you access to the owner's camp. Lovely set of African civet tracks on the road. And a beautiful male giraffe would be my guess, all the way down there along the fence line. I wonder if he's spotted some of his brethren on the other side of the fence there. Man, that brown hyena's elusive as well. Well, not for Brent. He has the brown hyena charm. Giraffe's definitely watching something on the other side of the road there. Probably another giraffe. Right. Let's go have a look up here for these male cheetah. Looks like they've gone off here. Oh, there's a rhino. Is that black rhino? Guys, there's a black rhino here. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, there's a black rhino. Brent, you owe me lots of whiskey. Oh my god, there's a black rhino. What the? What? Oh my god, this is insane. Holy smokes. That is a black rhino, everybody. Oh my god. My heart is pounding out of my chest. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just busy checking us out right now. Oh. Not happy. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Now that is worth getting out of bed in the morning for. There's a black rhino right here. Oh my god. Jeez, like it. That black rhino's just taken off, by the way, everybody. It didn't like the fact that we found it, which is par for the course. It's running, high speed. Let's quickly get up ahead here and see if we can get one last look. I think it's the bull because it's on its own and it's of quite a size. If it was the cow, she'd have her calf with her. I didn't see a calf there, I just saw him. Well, almost certain it's him. Really got to be stopped there. Holy smokes. Get out of here. I think he's gone into the thick brush. Oh my God. Someone phone Brent. Tell him. Someone phone Brent. Interrupt his safari. No, he's not on safari yet. He's in Cape Town. Wake him up. Holy cowballs. There he is, there he is, there he is. He's running. He's running away. Damn it. Gone. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, that is amazing. Jeez, I love that animal. Sure. A couple of years ago, must be about 10 years ago now, I had a black rhino tattooed right across my shoulder here, or down onto my arm, onto my bicep here. I've always been absolutely besotted with this elusive beast. I love their temperament. I think in a lot of ways it relates to my temperament sometimes. They basically take no shit. Yeah, he's gone. Was that his bum there? Is that his bum there, Andrew? You see way in the distance, in the gap there. Yeah, it is. There he is.
Through this gap there.
Yeah. As far back as you can go, to the right of that big tree in picture now. Keep going in. Right. There. There. There he is. Oh my word. Sorry everybody, I haven't even looked at my phone. Oh my God. You might actually be slowly coming towards the road here, everybody. I'm not going to leave just yet. I'm going to just try to roll forward. I don't want to start the car again. Okay, so let's just push the car to get it to roll. There we go. Let's see. Come on, buddy. It's amazing. He keeps running and then he stops. And he runs and then he stops. And the reason he's stopping is because he's just listening to see if I've left. My goodness. I reckon when we first spotted that black rhino, it must have just stood up. I reckon it was sleeping in that block there. And stood up obviously when it heard the vehicle. Oh, we are so fortunate to have them here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. And there are certainly plans to try and reintroduce more black rhino eventually. There's certainly nothing in the pipeline right now, but we're always trying to find ways. It's quite tough for us because of the relatively small size of the Rietspruit Game Reserve. You know, they always will say you've only got a certain carrying capacity, basically per acre. These are costs, and veterinarians work it all out and decide on the number. But we do believe that we can certainly carry more black rhino on this reserve, and as we know, fortunately the rhino of the Rietspruit Game Reserve are so well protected. I'm busy touching wood as I say that. Find some wood on the ground here. There's a piece of wood. Here's a wood. There you go. Wood. Touching wood. But yeah, we will get some more black rhino one day. I'm sure of it. Yeah, my mind's blown as well, Andrew. I can't believe that. Yes, like it. That's just absolutely phenomenal. I love the way they run. Head up and just goes.
Curly tail.
Yeah, tail curled up. Yes, you don't want to mess with that animal. Oh my goodness. I've actually bumped into them a couple times on foot, tracking them in the Sabi sands, and sure, they are grumpy creatures when they want to be. I've literally once had a standoff with a black rhino. I literally just had like two big gumbooti trees that stopped that rhino from basically taking me out. But I had good wind, so the wind was blowing from the rhino toward me, and I had gapped it because I heard this thing feeding close by. I wasn't even tracking the black rhino. I was busy tracking a leopard, of course, and bumped into this black rhino at close range. I could hear it literally chewing on the branches. You can hear the distinctive sound of the black rhino chomping on branches. So initially I just walked back slowly, but then I heard this black rhino obviously had somehow picked up on my scent or movement and started coming. So I gapped it quickly behind these tambuchi trees and I froze, dead still. And this black rhino just kept coming, but he stopped. Like this, literally hit anchors, big with dust in front of him, and he was about 10 yards in front of me on the other side of the trees. He was just head up, busy sniffing, trying to see where I was. As we know, they don't have the greatest vision, peripheral vision that is. And so I knew if I just stood dead still behind those two trees, he'd probably give up and move on, which he did, thank God. But a massive black rhino bull. I'll never forget that moment. I'll never forget this moment. It's been years since I last saw one here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Just trying to think when it was. I see Michael says he's just sent Cookie a message with the screenshot. That's really good. That's going to be amazing for them to wake up to that. Morning, Corin. Sorry that you've been awake since 3 o'clock in the morning. That's not ideal. I don't know if you saw it, but we've just had a brief sighting of the black rhino bull here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. First, I heard Matty saying on FC, whilst we were viewing that black rhino, that he reckons it's the first one ever on a live virtual safari. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, we're just sitting here because we know he's still close by here, we think. So he was generally moving this direction towards this road that I'm parked on. Just hoping we might get lucky and then he might come creeping out here if we sit here for long enough and if we're quiet enough. Michael, I see you made the comment, why are the black rhinos so much more skittish? There's so many different theories, but ultimately black rhino just prefer being hidden in thick vegetation, and they don't like being discovered. The reason behind it, not entirely sure. But I mean, then you do get some black rhino that, I mean, at one stage at Kirkman's, where I was working for and Beyond in the Sabi Sands, we had a black rhino bull that I promise you he'd be sleeping here by this termite mound in front of me. And you could drive right up to him, he wouldn't even stand up. He'd just sort of like roll his head sideways and just look at you while he was sleeping and just go back to sleep. Like a puppy dog. I've never in my life seen anything like it. The most absolutely chilled black rhino I've ever seen in my life. And he stuck around for 3 or 4 years before he then ventured further into Kruger. So yeah, you know, some of these individuals are more relaxed than others, specifically with black rhino. And then with the white rhino, same applies there. Generally we know that white rhino are incredibly comfortable for the most part, as long as you're not making too much noise around vehicles. But then again, I've also come across white rhino, particularly white rhino bulls, who are very skittish and very aggressive towards vehicles. Now that's very uncommon. So, yeah, each one of these individuals' demeanors is different, I reckon, but for the most part, black rhino are skittish, shy creatures that prefer remaining hidden in thick, dense vegetation. And there's certainly an abundance of that here on the Rietspruit Reserve. Many big blocks with very thick bush. Fantastic browse for this animal, or all of the black rhino. Good water. God, I can't believe that. Right, I need to push the car a bit more forward. Just see if he hasn't. Come on, Bessie. Come on, Jackal. Let's go. The bonus of not having a door is I can literally run this little car along the road here. Now, I'm not starting the car, everybody, because I don't want to spook that black rhino anymore, in case he's somewhere close by here. He's turned. Just keep an eye on that gap there, Andrew. Yeah, you never know, he might come past there. We're just going to give it another couple minutes here, everybody, just in case. There's a nice little window here, just a gap through the vegetation where you never know, we might see him walking past there. Crack open the champagne. Oh, wow. Shot Maddie. How lucky to have found him. Just be the best thing in the world if we got one last glimpse of him going through that gap there. Of course, while we sat here, you know, with the vehicle off and listening quietly, we might get lucky and hear the lions roaring or a leopard rasping. or some alarm calls. Our stations, I've had a brief visual of the Black Rhino Bull Hoofpad Snail Lane Junction. It's gone north into the block west of Snail Lane. Copy, Kevin. Confirm you've had no further audio or any audio of Lion this morning?
Yeah, I'm noting it.
Copy that, thanks. I think that Black Rhino's decided, right, you've seen enough of me. I've allowed you the privilege of seeing my beauty and now I'm buggering off. I don't want to be around you guys anymore. Oh, man. Go made. Sure. That was just the best. Right, everybody, now that I've calmed down to a slow panic, let's continue. See what other amazing we might discover here on this special reserve. Oh, awesome. I've just heard from Matty at FC. He said that Brent was watching and he saw the Black Rhino. Get in. Glad you're watching, Brent. If you're still watching, hope you got your credit card. Maybe you can pick up some nice whiskey down there in Cape Town. Big one. That's a big one. Gee whiz. I, of course, never want to disturb any animal when I'm out in the bush. For me, something that's always stuck with me from my training with and beyond, and from the very beginning of my guiding career, was to always remain as sensitive as possible to wildlife. And the best possible outcome you can ever have with any wildlife encounter is for it to be a completely undisturbed viewing or encounter. You don't change their behavior at all, and they carry on with their lives as if nothing ever happened. Now, we did, of course, disturb this rhino, and I'm grateful that we did, and we got to see it. And the reason I bring this up is I just keep getting flashes back to that sighting now of him running. Yes, and I love seeing black rhino run. It's an amazing thing to see. They run very differently to white rhino. And it's been such a long time since I've seen that. It's so cool. Epic. Yes, indeed, Michael. Different personalities with rhino. No tracks of the cheetah boys here. Interesting. Ah, but there are some giraffe here. What are they? They're looking at something on the ground here. Wonder what they've seen. Maybe the cheetah boys are sleeping in the block here. You can just tell. Look at this giraffe. Look how its ears are pricked straight forward. Ears aren't changing direction. Head raised high. Eyes focused. There's something in the grass here that's caught this giraffe's attention.
Okay, copy that. Thanks, Kevin.
What have you seen? Well, you've certainly pricked my interest, Mr. Giraffe. Might need to just poke our nose in here, everybody. You never know. It could be the cheetah just lying down here.
I didn't copy. What was that for?
Apologies, last station. I did copy that it was the male lions that went past Boskamp. Can you just go again with which direction they were headed? Copy that, thanks very much. I'm close by, I'm just here by the Boma on the Hoofpad. I'll come follow up there. But first things first, what has this giraffe seen? Just thinking now of possibilities, it could also be serval. Andrew's seen a serval here, very close to where we are here. Oh, come on, jackal. You're better than that. Jeez, like it. I mean, I'm not even gone off road yet. I just saw what looks like a big rock, or a couple of rocks under this tree here. I wonder if that's not what this giraffe saw and thought it was maybe lions. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. See the rocks there? I must be honest, when I first looked at this orange, yellow coloured rock, I got excited and thought it was a lion. And I suspect that giraffe probably thought, hang on, that could be a lion sleeping under that tree. And you can now see the giraffe has completely relaxed again, busy feeding on a tree here. I think it's, I don't know what this is. Is it a wisteria? No, it's not. I don't know what that is. Giraffe certainly likes it. Huh. Beautiful tree, busy growing out of a termite mound here. And for the life of me, I'm not sure what it is. We'll have to keep an eye on it. It is starting to flower. Geez whiz, look at this, everybody. This is a freaking circus of giraffe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where did you all come from? 6, 7. Literally all coming out of the woodwork here. Incredible. I said it before on one of our recent safaris, these giraffe are just in heaven at the moment because a lot of the trees are starting to flower and they are just taking full advantage of all these beautiful fresh flowers that are sprouting. Oh man, this is amazing. Another incredible creature to see moving or on the move. The most elegant strides. Mary says it's a migration of giraffe. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Our own mini migration here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Very cool. All right. Goodbye, Lion Rock. Thanks for fooling everybody. Now, speaking about lions, we've just got an update from the owners of the Rietspruit, well, not the Rietspruit Game Reserve, rather the farm that we're on Blowbank. They're in camp at the moment, and they've just told us that at about 4 o'clock this morning, I can't actually hear them very well, but some male lions, 2 or 3 male lions, walked past their camp, which is just up ahead here, and apparently headed north. Along the strip that runs beyond the camp here. Head straight there, folks, and see if we can track down the boys. I love a good male lion track in the morning. They've been quiet though. They've been very quiet. We've been switched off quite a lot for the first 20 minutes of our drive, and rather, gee whiz, it's whizzed by. Sorry, 50 minutes of our drive. And yeah, it's been very quiet, so I haven't heard the lions roaring, which usually tells me they're probably eating something then. But we'll just go past the camp here, everyone, and see if we can pick up on their tracks. Most likely they've just walked straight along the airstrip. Just hope that they're not... Oh, there's the black rhino tracks there. This is where it came from. So that black rhino walked along this road here last night, everybody. Back to that point where we found him sleeping. It's interesting. Very fresh black rhino tracks, and then also fresh white rhino tracks. Oh, and a little baby white rhino. Oh, cute, man. Looks like No Hope and her calf were up here yesterday. Oh my God, I'm just thinking now, can you imagine the signal was still giving us issues and we found that black rhino and you didn't get to see that, everybody? I would have been so bleak. Oh my word. Thank you, signal fairies, for working at the right time. Yeah, that would have been so bleak. Oh, another migration up ahead here. And some little bambinos. The little youngsters here just on the road, and the adults are all feeding on a weeping bourbon tree to the left here. Hello, little ones. Oh, you are too cute. They've probably just got up, these youngsters. You see the one grooming itself here and just taking it easy, taking it slow. Oh yes, hello, cutie. Literally busy biting, or using its teeth rather, to scratch through the fur around its knee. This little female. Sure, the adults are loving the leaves of the weeping bourbon here. Going to town, having a big breakfast there. Yes, I know I make a lot of noise when I'm coughing. Sorry, giraffe. This young bull here, when I coughed, stopped eating and gave me the hairy eyeball as if to say, hey, stop that. So this little female, the smaller of the two, walking in front of the young bull here, she's probably about 6 to 8 months old now. And the young bull probably about a year, between a year to 2 years old, would be my guess. Yes, you are all very beautiful. And you have the most beautiful markings. Standing by.
Yeah, morning for did you relocate Bengala?
No, I haven't got there yet, Sammy. I'm just with some general game here on Hoofpad, south of Boskamp. But yeah, I'll go follow up on those tracks shortly. Yeah, listen to the birds, everybody.
Okay. Copy. We had the strip coming down to join you there.
Copy that. Right, time for us to move, everybody. I can hear one of the other guides is getting close to where the lions were around Boskamp, and I don't want them to find them before us. So, bye giraffe, love you, very nice. Let's quickly get there so that we can be the first ones on the tracks. Not that I'm competitive or anything. I just like finding lions. It's super rewarding, and I don't want someone else to take that rewarding moment away from us this morning. Go, Jackal, go. Hold on, Andrew. Woo. Yeehaw. Ferrari Safari, baby. Just a reminder to those of you who have joined in on this morning's safari, if you do want to interact with myself or any of the other painted dog guides, please become a pack member, become a regular viewer, and you then get lots of benefits, including being able to communicate with me during each of these safaris, these amazing safaris. So you'll actually see it in the description on the YouTube channel right now. It'll tell you exactly how to do that, how to become a pack member, how to get more involved. And for any of my fellow South Africans watching, if you want to become a pack member, just send us an email to info@painteddog.tv and we'll send you an email straight back. So, Rugby World Cup has begun. I know that's not safari lingo. Oh, eland. There. Andrew, there, eland. Get on them quick. They usually can be quite shy. Wow. Oh my God. Yes, please. Oh my word, that is beautiful. Jeez, it's been forever since I've seen the eland, everybody. We don't have many left on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. In fact, I think there's only 2, and those were the 2. They've gapped it, along with a blue wildebeest who's running just because he doesn't know any better. He's like, hey, why are you guys running? I'm just going to run. I'm going to come with you. Yes, that's very cool. Yeah, we're having a day, Andrew. We're having a day. Right, so going back to rugby, the World Cup has begun. France beat New Zealand last night. Again, not that I'm competitive much or anything, but incredible victory. Completely defied the odds there, I think. New Zealand obviously being one of the best nations in the world at rugby, obviously not better than South Africa. Just saying. But very, very exciting. So there will be a lot of rugby banter, I'm sure, over the next 6 weeks during the World Cup. I might even don a Springbok jersey at times on one of our game drives, if Brent and Charles allow it. Avshin. Morning, Sammy.
Morning.
How are you? Morning, everybody.
Morning.
How are you guys doing?
Great.
Good. No tracks that side? Said they walked right past, so maybe if you go down here, I'm just going to go past Boskamp and take that Ompad and just check, because they might have gone up.
Because I'm coming from the pipeline. I then come straight here, straight pipeline, then up here, no tracks. So they were passing the
That's what they say. Yeah, they say they went past the camp. So you drove pipeline?
Yeah. From,
Okay.
let me go down and check, maybe.
Let me know if you see tracks. I'll check here again. I might just go a bit further up the airstrip, Sammy.
Oh, okay.
Just see if there's anything there. Good luck, guys. Interesting. Sammy has just driven past the camp, and he has a tracker on his vehicle on the front seat. A brilliant tracker, by the way. And they haven't noticed any line tracks yet, which is very interesting. Hopefully we'll find them. Sammy's just going to take another road back here and just let us know if he finds tracks there. I assume the family that are in the camp at the moment probably saw the male lions drinking at their waterhole that they have here in front of the camp, and then from there they said they apparently went north. And that was about 4 o'clock this morning. So anyway, we'll go have a closer look. Oh, Carol, I love you. And I love the fact that you think Scotland are going to beat South Africa. You forget. Reigning world champions and very fired up Springboks. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing game. I can't wait for it. We're going to game because whoever wants to okay, Matt says you can't hear everybody. There's with my story. Once the signal sorted itself out, trapping. Yeah, the locks, yeah. Now these are the tracks where they came in to drink. Can you see them there, Andrew? In the middle of the road there. Oh, that's all good. So we have found the male lion tracks, everybody. But like I was saying, they go straight into camp. So they must have drank at the waterhole and then probably gone a bit further west rather than north, and that's maybe why Sammy hadn't found them earlier. But that is good. We will just go around the camp, so we don't want to disturb the family that are in camp. So we're just going to go around the camp. Now we know that Sammy and his tracker missed those tracks, so we best be very careful they didn't miss any here. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's interesting that the boys are quiet this morning. There's no roaring. Like I was saying before, I reckon most likely that they've killed something. That's not to say that they roar every single morning, but these male lions, and these male lions in particular, are generally very vocal. Sammy for Gareth.
Yeah, Gareth, I've got tracks here heading down west towards Kudu.
Okay, copy, thanks. I'm coming there.
Yeah, following up.
Copy. Right, so as predicted, the lions did go west, everybody. So they drank at the waterhole back here, and they've gone down in a westerly direction towards the central part of the Blowbank property. Sammy is Welcome back, everybody. Look at who we found. Sorry about the massive breakup there. Load shedding kicked in about 20 minutes ago, and yeah, it's having Matty and Andrew spinning here, folks, so we apologize for all the breakup. We're just still working on it, trying to get it all right. I hope you can see this beautiful male lion that's busy sleeping here. And his brother's just put his head up. And all three males are here, by the way, everybody. The other male is a bit further off. We haven't got to him just yet. He's a bit further up the road here. So awesome to see all three together. And to know that the injured male is still managing to keep up with his brothers regardless of his very sore back left leg. Put his head up because he's listening to something. Interesting that you boys have been quiet the whole morning. He's probably trying to listen out for the movement of prey. I think these boys are hungry. Now we're not sure where the pride is. They were on Leadwood last night, but Kevin did have a set of tracks of them heading south, so coming our direction towards Blaubank. These males will find them tonight, though. I'm loving reading all the comments, by the way.
Yeah, Gareth says Impala carcass 100 meters west from where you are, just in the bushes.
Copy, thanks, Sammy. Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah, but nothing did it.
Copy that, thanks. Wow. Sammy's just found a dead impala a little further along the road here, everybody. The lions didn't kill it. It hasn't been touched. Completely untouched impala. That's interesting. Now, of course, some of these impala do die of natural causes, old age, disease, sometimes injury. Oh my God, imagine these lions find that. They will tear it apart. That would be incredible to see live if it does happen. Yes, get up, go that way. Not that way, the other way. Go left. Oh my word, you're kidding. You are missing a free meal that's only 100 yards down the road if you went the other way. Oh well, that's going to be somebody else's impala then. He heard something there. It's why he had his head up earlier. He heard something and now he's heading off toward whatever he heard. God, he's massive. Oh my word. Look at that. Yes, you are beautiful. I wonder what his brothers heard. Heard something. He's trying to hear it again, the one further up the road. I wonder if he might not start roaring. If he thinks it's other lions, he might start roaring. Oh. No, he's just going to keep going. Oh. Not going very far. It's just incredible. I'm thinking of this impala carcass again. And you always think, you know, these cats with their incredible senses are definitely going to find it. Don't know. So keep going that direction. They're not going to find it. And it's amazing. We're so close to this carcass yet. These male lions haven't picked up on the scent. I am now just feeling a slight breeze, which is actually coming from where that impala is toward these lions. It's incredible. They haven't picked up on it. Obviously, it hasn't been opened up, so therefore doesn't have a strong smell right now. It would obviously take a good while for that carcass to bake before it gave off a stench. So these lions aren't smelling it. This male lion's got blood in his mane. Just under the ear, and he's actually, it looks like, missing a chunk of his mane. I think one of his brothers got hold of him. Can you see the blood below that patch? I don't know if we'll pick it up, but it's... No, I can see it now. And it's funny, it's not, you know, it's not a deep red, that blood. It's quite watery. So it's definitely from a wound. Just seeping out of a wound on the side of his face there. Doesn't seem to be bothering him all that much, however. Right, I'm going to move up the road here, everybody. I want to see the other lion, and I also want to see this carcass. This is the injured male that's now got a chunk missing out of his mane. Sure. Hang on a second. Oh dear. His brothers have attacked him again. Badly. Look at that back left leg there. Look at the blood seeping down onto his belly. Why are they picking on you, boy? So just on the inside of the leg there, there's a new gash. And that's the injured leg that they've actually attacked. These lions are amazing at identifying weakness. And that's just lions being lions, sadly. The other two males exerting their dominance over the weaker male. Not all doom and gloom, however. There's no there's no competition right now. They're not obviously showing any aggression to each other right now. Obviously these two initially, when we first came upon them here, were sleeping together. You might find that it was maybe an argument that happened over a meal. It might have even been an argument, because I'm pretty sure they came from the eastern fence line. It might have even been an argument about the female on the other side, the BCC female. And going back to what I was saying, the dominant male, regardless of the number in a coalition, is always going to try and exert his dominance. And they do that by obviously attacking one another. But these lions have since walked well over a mile and a half. And we know this because we followed the tracks. And clearly this injured male, who's been attacked again by his brother or brothers, is still quite capable to move and walk along with them. So like I say, not all doom and gloom, but it's tough. It's tough to see that he's getting picked on. And you just hope that he'll make a very swift recovery to full strength. He's just raising his nose now up into the breeze, picking up on something. Right, let's go and see if we can see the other male. I think he's lying just next to the road up ahead, yeah? You can see this injured male. Every time I start the car, he also gives us that death stare. Now that's because he's injured. He feels weakened and uncomfortable and doesn't like us being that close to him, I think, when he's feeling this weak. Gee whiz, this guy's fast asleep. Not even moving. It's just like, nah. I'm quite comfortable. I've got shade. I'm lying on the road. I'm not concerned. Amazing. You know, it looks further away on camera, everybody, but we are literally parked 5 yards, 6 yards from this male lion, and he didn't even bat an eyelid, hasn't raised his head at all. And it just, it just shows you the different behavior of the two male lions. The other one, the injured one, was watching us like a hawk, clearly feeling a little bit vulnerable. And then you've got this guy, who's obviously not injured, is at full strength. He's not concerned. He's like, yeah, whatever. This is the one with the kink in the tail, the tip of the tail that's been broken. I think he is the most dominant, this one, yeah. But again, this dominance just constantly changes with these three brothers. It's amazing. For a long time, the one that's injured now, I always thought was the most dominant, the dark mane male. And it was him and this one that used to bully the full ginger male. It's just fascinating to watch how that dominance changes. And that they don't separate and they thrive together even though there's all this conflict. Lions are fascinating. almost just want to go and drive up to this impala and drag it back here. See what happens. To be honest with you, I don't think we'd like what we would see. The two brothers would definitely attack the weaker male for position on that carcass. And it's a brutal thing to watch. Fascinating thing to watch. But it is hard to watch at times. Right, let's go and see if we can see the impala. I just want to see if there's any tracks of a different predator here. Maybe a leopard killed this impala and got spooked by the lions, although I would imagine it would have probably tried to drag it a distance away. Only tracks I'm seeing on the road here are of baboons. We will come back to the lions, everybody. I just wanted to quickly have a look at this impala. Here it is, yeah. Sure. A big ram. Just going to go a bit forward here. Yeah, I figured it might have been a ram. This happens quite a lot. You might be able to see there's a bit of blood on his flank there. He's probably died from an injury from fighting with another ram. It's also quite interesting is somebody had nibbled or eaten a chunk of his penis. I wonder who would have done that. Very strange. And didn't eat anything else. Sometimes you'll find some of the smaller carnivores like genet that don't have the jaws or the canines capable to open an impala carcass like that, but they will try and nibble at the softer parts. Could be the reason, or the culprit rather. Right, back to the lions. I want to get to the male that was moving up the road. I want to see if he's not going to move on. Definitely heard something. Now this guy is dead to the world. Oh, he has rolled over slightly. Ah, hello. Hello, sir. Sleeping Beauty. obviously had a very busy night. And the temperature is just now starting to climb, so I might find that this could be their final resting spot for the day. Jeez, look at the size of those paws. I'm really close now, everybody. I'm now 3 yards from this male lion, and it's just mind-blowing to see the size of this cat's paws. Incredible. Now he seems pretty well fed, this male. I mean, he hasn't eaten anything massive. He may have eaten something yesterday, but he's eaten for sure. His brothers certainly didn't look as plump as he does. Again, if he is the most dominant male, that's very often the case. See, immediately he puts his head up, eh? Sorry, boy. Oof. Now, stretch it out, that's good. At least he can stretch that leg. Hasn't lost all control of it yet. Horrible to see them like this, but it's a reality of being a male lion. And yeah, like I said before, just hope he recovers quick. You can see him raising that leg, trying to take weight off of it. I must say, the rest of his body condition is still really good. It's just that leg. Brothers. He's doing the right thing, going into thick bush, going to go find some good shade, and nobody can bother him. So Michael's asked the question if these males will ever get replaced, or if they'll be left to just live out their years here on the Rietspruit. The answer is we don't know yet, Michael. The only reason you normally change males is because of genetics. And as we know, all of our females are on contraception or have been treated so that they cannot breed, except for the one who's on a slow releasing capsule and will be allowed to breed with these males. The only way it would have been a concern, I reckon, is if they could have obviously started mating with their daughters. But I can't see that happening. So very likely they will live out their years here. Yeah, we certainly don't want to move them. I mean, the odds of finding 3 male lions again that somebody's willing to move to our reserve is pretty slim. So, yeah, I reckon these boys will spend their life here, the rest of their life here. And then Liz also made a comment about surely the fight was recent. I don't think so, Liz. I think that this fight probably happened in the middle of the night. Môre? Hoe gaan dit? Lekker. Yeah, I'm almost certain he's had that fight hours ago and then walked to this position. And they've walked a long distance from where we first picked up the tracks. The reason it looked 10 times worse now when he got up and he started walking away from us is, you must remember, they've probably been lying at this point for half an hour, maybe an hour. And so the lactic acid is all built up and that leg is, almost gone stiff in position while he was sleeping right here. And then he's got up and moved off because, sadly, he felt uncomfortable with us being here. And when he started moving like that, it looked horrible because of, like I say, all that lactic acid build up and that leg going stiff. But if he were to continue walking now, you'll see that movement actually improves. He only needs to walk on it for about 5-10 minutes and you'll see he can actually put weight on that leg again. I've seen it. I saw it recently. So yeah, I reckon this fight probably occurred somewhere in the middle of the night, would be my guess. Maybe over something small. Maybe they found scraps of something. Yeah, they certainly haven't picked up on this carcass. Let's go have one last look at the other male that's just next to the road up ahead here. Very lazy. Still very alert, however. You can see that left ear is turned back toward us. Getting comfortable again. What a beautiful morning. What an amazing morning. Yeah. Black rhino. And male lions. And migration. Very bad update, Sammy. How about you tell us which direction those pride tracks are heading? Don't forget the eland as well, everybody. Gee whiz. One for the record books. Ah, hello. Cool. Here comes his brother. Yes, he is beautiful. He's got to be the most dominant, this guy here. I'm sure of it. Look at that, everybody. Gonna go give his brother a smooch? Maybe not. He's gonna scent mark. There you go. You see, he's definitely the dominant male. That's basically just raising the middle finger to his brother right there. Oh, I like this, everybody. He's on the move. I know his injured brother won't like this because he's going to now have to try keep up. I'm just going to wait to see if this male gets up here and follows his brother. I'm sure he will. I just don't want to drive past him here because we'll disturb him. Yeah, there you go. He's popped his head up. Oh, something's running in the bush here. I can't see it. I heard it. Ah, it's impala. Haha. Just heard one of the impala raise the alarm. They've obviously spotted the male lion that was walking up the road. You can hear it again. Yeah, but they're not going to hunt these impala. I can see just in the distance the other male still walking up along the road. You know, there's no element of surprise here anymore, so they'll probably just move on. Go search for something else. Come on, big guy. Follow your brother. Mary, thank you so much for joining us on this morning safari. It's been incredible. Love sharing this with all of you. Stacey, it's a pleasure. Liz, you're very welcome. Now, I'm still going to be on for another 5 or 10 minutes, everybody. We're going to push on a little bit longer because obviously we've had a bit of break-up and we started late. So we're just going to stay with these lions a wee bit longer and just see what happens here. Very happy that this guy's finally got up. I'm going to stay behind him and get ahead of the injured male. I don't want to interfere with the injured male. He's clearly a little bit unsettled with us while he's injured. How far did your brother get? Oh dear. Don't go in there. Amazing how he knows where his brother's gone. Most of it on scent. Actually be able to smell his brother. But he might have seen where his brother went off and went into the block here. Now, it does get quite thick in here. But we'll give it a bash. I have been in here before, followed a female leopard through here. He's just stopped, just up ahead here, this male. He's trying to find his brother. Just busy scanning and listening, I assume for his brother. Beautiful call of the emerald spotted wood dove. Thank you. Apologies. He's lost his brother. Now, if he has lost him, we'll probably hear him contact calling. I wonder if that engine male is limping along the road toward us as well. Goodbye, Deneen. Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry, I didn't even know you were with us, but I'm glad you were. Oh. He's lay down. He's choosing the lazy option. And you, of course, never know. The other male lion, the one that went ahead, might have spotted some prey and might be circling that prey to then try push the prey back towards his brothers. We know they do this often when they're hunting. Maybe that's why he's laid down and he's staying quiet. Maybe he thinks that's what his brother's doing. moving swiftly away there. Don't know if you all noticed that, but that lion was giving us the death stare, but at the same time also started flicking his tail. Now that is a definitive sign that he doesn't like you being near him, and it's a sign of aggression. So if you don't heed that warning, they'll very often charge. Sure, grumpy. All right, male lions, we'll leave you be. Thank you everybody for an exceptional morning. It's been certainly one for the books. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again tomorrow. We'll be doing a afternoon safari tomorrow just before the That's Wild show, which I'm very excited about. So come and join us. Have a lovely day. We'll see you all soon.